The COVID-19 pandemic impacted every aspect of life, including the local music scene. Venues fell silent as event after event was canceled. But now, more than a year later, with life beginning to get back to normal, musicians are finally returning to the stage. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Travis FOSSING shows us how one local band used the break to create new music and what lies ahead for Goodroad.
Goodroad has been entertaining audiences for more than a decade. Lead singer Alan Goodroad found his voice nearly 20 years ago at a talent show while attending USD.
Never sang in a microphone before, get right in this. It was atrocious and had a blast. It was thrilling and terrifying.
Goodroad released his first album in 2006. The group's current lineup came together in 2010.
We started as 6 single guys, you know, running around, and now we've had 4 marriages, 7 kids, 3 or 4 doctoral degrees.
It's tougher to get out of the house, you know. It's, you know, you have a late night, you wake up at 6:37 in the morning with your kids, you know, elbow dropping you on the head. So it's a little more difficult for those late nights, but you know, it's a blast.
Goodroad typically plays 20 to 25 shows a year, at least until COVID-19 hit.
We had a whole, you know, spring, summer, and fall booked with weddings and outdoor shows and everything, and that all just stopped and went away.
The pandemic didn't really hit home until the group's St. Patrick's Day performance in March 2020 was canceled.
So that was kind of a real gut punch. And then, of course, to see the rest of the calendar just drop off every single week, it was another email like, no, we're going to postpone, we're canceling, whatever the deal is. You know, that was crazy.
As the cancellations started to pour in, guitarist Micah Wetzel started to feel the pinch financially. Goodroad gigs, solo acoustic shows, and teaching guitar lessons all gone. The pandemic also cost Wetzel the opportunity to push himself as an artist.
A lot of times I use the shows to kind of test myself on that. And when you don't have those coming up, it's like I said, it's kind of a motivational killer. It's like, it's hard to want to be able to do focus on those types of things that you want to test out with all the guys, and you don't have that opportunity.
Goodroad wasn't performing, but the pandemic did allow the band time to create 5 new songs.
We're incredibly proud of them. We're super excited. Of course, terrified to see if anyone likes it. It was amazing to get back together after all that time and then be able to create, you know, and feel like we're coming out of a 2-year break with something to show for it.
Following a long, unscheduled break, Goodroad finally returned to the stage earlier this spring.
I was born in a town full of red pine trees.
Putting the guitar on and getting on stage, that stuff comes naturally. That's, you know, that was like putting an old pair of jeans on. But it was the middle of the first song, and it kind of hits you. Like I'll never forget just standing there and looking around being like, holy cow, we're actually doing this again. Like, you know, you thought you lost it, you didn't really know how much you missed it, and then I never wanted it to stop.
It had that extra excitement of like, you know, we would be able to get done with songs and look around and be like, yes, this is what we've all been missing.
The first one back was a really late one. I was dragging because I just wasn't used to that again. So I'm trying to, you know, fight through the energy of what's going on. So I just remember being like, man, this is hard.
Now with a few concerts under its belt, Goodroad is set to perform Friday night at Levitt at the Falls.
We don't usually rehearse, and we'll have a couple rehearsals getting ready for this one.
People need to take advantage of that venue because there's not a lot of towns our size that have something like that, and so, you know, it'll be a blast. We're really looking forward to that.
Levitt is not the end of the line for Goodroad. The local band hopes to entertain fans for many years to come.
If we weren't having fun doing it, we wouldn't be doing it. We're not out to be making a bunch of money. We're not out to, you know, become the next big thing and tour the country. You know, we're just lucky that we're able to get out and play and have people enjoy it.
I want to represent Sioux Falls. We want to represent Sioux Falls. We want somebody to come into this city and be like, hey, what's the best you got? And it's no question, it's these guys.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Travis FOSSING.
Goodroad will release its 4th album in the coming months and is part of the lineup for Wagon Wheel on July 11th at the WH Lyon Fairgrounds.